Hello, everyone. This is Adamology from Leave Radio, and this is Let's Chat, where we deal with from community, business, everything for the community. And I have something special for you on today, where there is an entity that I'm really just becoming aware of that's actually been around for a long, long time, and they do a lot of things for our community, dealing with the mental health space. They're called NAMDA Contra Costa. And on today, I have their director. And she's going to share a couple of items about their programs, but also a special event that's actually happening this weekend. So let's welcome the director of NAMDA Contra Costa, Gigi.
Thanks for having me. You're correct. I'm the executive director of NAMI here in Contra Costa County.
Yeah, please excuse me, NAMI.
No problem. It's pronounced many ways. NAMI, NAMI, mommy, but we stand for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and it's 600 affiliates in the United States, and we're one of 67 here in California.
Wow. I have just recently, as you know, become aware from one of our mutual constituents, Barbara Howard, who is definitely big advocate and works with you. And so can you share something? Because I know, like me, I know nothing about your organization. Can you please share about your organization real quick?
Okay, so NAMI, the affiliate, we're one of the affiliates, and we were established in the late 1980s because we have moms who came together and decided they weren't pleased with the services their loved ones who lived with mental illness were receiving. So at that time, they weren't aware that there was the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So they went by the name of Families for Better Healthcare for their loved ones, something like that. And then they established this, I think it was in Walnut Creek, California. And then they connected with the larger movement, but it's all to improve outcomes for those impacted by mental illness. And we do that through education, teaching people what mental illness is, and sometimes more important, what it's not, because it's a medical condition. And then we advocate for better services for individuals. We do a lot of outreach, but more important for individuals who pick up the phone and call us, we're there to support them, support their emotional needs as they're identifying as either a family member who has someone they love that live with a mental illness, could be schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar disorder, clinical depression, or actually the individuals who have personal experience struggling with the challenges that they face because of a mental health diagnosis. So that's what we're here for. And then here at NAMI Contra Costa, we try and make sure we do it in the most culturally responsive way to make sure we're meeting the needs of all individuals who are impacted. So that's pretty much my role as the executive director, to make sure we're sticking to our mission, we have the funding to do it, and we're reflective of those who need the services.
I am so going to tap into this because this is something definitely needed. And with that being said, there's something special happening this weekend that's connected to your organization, and you have this big concert also that's happening on Sunday at 3 p.m. So can you share about the whole event for Saturday and Sunday?
So when you do this kind of work, you want to make sure that you're reaching the individuals you need to reach, and the health outcomes for my community, African Americans, are dismal. So what we have done as a community, we generally turn to our faith as a emotional healing tool. That means the role that the church plays is really important to us. So when I start thinking about how could I advance the efforts to ensure that African Americans who are impacted by mental illness are getting the services delivered in a way that speaks to their heart, but what is it about our faith and our spiritual connections and what happens on Sunday mornings that puts us in a position to feel more hopeful or to heal? And for me and many others, it's not just the word, as important as that is. Sometimes it's the music that we hear that sets the atmosphere. So I came up with this idea that perhaps if we can bring in, someone who I think many of us turn to in dark times when we're not doing so well, that inspires us. And I had the conversation with Pastor Maria Reams over at Center of Hope Church, and we thought about the gospel healing event, because it's not a concert, because the dollars won't pay for a concert, but they will pay for a healing event. So when I spoke with her about it, she said, "Oh yeah, what about this person?" I was like, no. What about Fred Hammond? And she was like, do you think we could get him? And one of her staff members, Jackie Mungo, started the initial contact, and it took us about a month and a half to get him to say yes. But then after that, we were all, we were on the ground, because we know how important music is for healing. We all know it, no matter what ethnic or cultural background you are. But the idea that someone who I, go to would actually come to my hometown and kick off this journey that we want around healing through music was like, Lord, you do love me.
Yeah, and so for those who do not know, this concert with gospel recording artist Fred Hammond is happening this Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Center of Hope Church in the city of Oakland. I think it's 8411 MacArthur Boulevard.
Yeah.
And so I do know if you want to purchase tickets, you can go to eventbrite.com and purchase tickets, or you go directly to the church.
Yeah, you can go to the church. You can come to our offices at NAMI Contra Costa. And to be creative, I thought, well, sometimes when you walk into a church service on Sunday, not all of them carry the skill set to move you in a direction of healing. So on Saturday from 3 to 5, we're actually going to have Fred Hammond there as well on Saturday. And on Saturday, he's going to be working with praise teams and choir members to get them the skill set that they need. So we have two dynamic young local musicians and people that we turn to for memorial services and just to play some good inspirational music. Ja'Cory Prothro and Pastor Kevin Hurd will be there with me, kind of giving the history of why music is so important to us. And then, of course, he's calling himself Uncle Fred Hammond will take us on home with some of what has helped him, create the dynamic music that he creates, that he'll share his anointing with us on Saturday from 3 to 5. And so for individuals who come to that, they would purchase their tickets for $75, but then they get their concert. Look, here you got me saying concert. Their healing event the next day, which is also loaded with other local talented musicians that'll be sharing. We'll have the Center of Hope praise teams, my own home church, Genesis Worship Center in Antioch.
Genesis, okay.
Genesis, yeah, under Pastor Damon and Chantel Owens. They'll be there with the choir, and she'll deliver a word as well, and he'll do the opening prayer. Pastor Damon will. So it's just really exciting because I'm able to bridge the gap from native home Oakland and now current church home, but I've always worked really closely with Center of Hope. And this is part of our From Pain to Purpose series. So we've done this maybe 4 or 5 times now.
Well, I definitely know your pastor at Genesis. I know both locations. Sure. So this is actually like a family event. This is really a family event.
I would say a homecoming for me. Homecoming for me.
Homecoming. A homecoming
event.
Homecoming,
yeah. Like in the whole high school, I'll connect with old friends who also understand they couldn't make it without the Lord, and that no weapon formed against them shall prosper, as our Uncle Fred has taught us.
So this is going to be like a family event because, in the family systems, you get healing, you feel comfortable. And then Uncle Fred, he's coming in and with music, and he's probably going to share some of his personal life story too.
Yeah.
And so this is a moment for the Bay Area that we really need to get your ticket. You whether go to the church, go to the office, wherever you need to go, eventbrite.com, go and get this ticket because you need to be there. Because tell the truth, whether it's you, a family member, or a friend needs some healing mentally and in their psyche. And so that's just the truth in the
Yes.
African American community. So we stop hiding from it and let's just deal with it.
Amen to that.
And so I know you're such a busy, busy young lady, and we so appreciate your time coming on Believe Radio. And so, is there anything that you would like to tell the people as we
Yeah.
close?
Yeah, and I mean, this weekend is going to be ideal for us to start a journey around healing through music. But if you're someone who is struggling with mental health or know someone who is, we're always there at NAMI Contra Costa. You can easily go to our website, and we have culturally responsive services, and we have the language capacity to meet the needs of individuals from the AAPI, Latinx community, and as well as the African American. Have a large staff of compassionate, skilled workers for our community there. And so you can just go to our website, which is namicontracosta.org, and you'll get the numbers you need to start your healing journey. And that's always very important that we don't leave that part behind.
Yeah, and so again, get connected to this organization and make sure you're at this event Saturday, Sunday. If you cannot make Saturday, make sure you're there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Yes.
tip out from your church.
Yes.
And
Yes.
head over to Center of Hope, 8411 MacArthur Boulevard in the city of Oakland, California.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I definitely will be staying in touch with you because there's certain things I want to tap in with you myself because this is a
Great.
really important thing for our community. So again, thank you
Thank
for
you for
your
having me.
time. Thank you for this event. And all our listeners, make sure, again, you come to the Fred Hammond Healing event at the Center of Hope Church in Oakland, California, 8411 MacArthur Boulevard in the city of Oakland, California. This is Adamology, and I will see you later. And everyone have a super day.